Iota value equivalent to 4378 rands a coin. The present cost range 319 to 27 4 to 643. The earlier day close 4436. The change was 0.58 to 14%. Reverse rate ZAR to IOT. Iota cost expectation for September 2024. Before all else cost at 232 rands. Exorbitant cost 288, while low cost 232. They found the middle value of cost 255. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 269. Change for September 15.9%. Iota gauge for October 2024. To start with cost at 269 rands. Exorbitant cost 292, while low cost 254. They found the middle value of cost 272. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 273. Change for October 15%. Iota cost expectation for November 2024. To start with cost at 273 rands. Exorbitant cost 339, while low cost 273. They found the middle value of cost 301. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 317. Change for November 1%. Iota conjecture for December 2024. At the outset cost at 317 rands. Excessive cost 394, while low cost 317. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 349. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 368. Change for December 1%. Iota cost expectation for January 2025. To start with cost at 368 rands. Exorbitant cost 407, while low cost 353. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 377. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 380. Change for January 3%. Iota conjecture for February 2025. At the outset cost at 380 rands. Excessive cost 395, while low cost 343. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 372. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 369. Change for February 9%. Iota cost expectation for Walk 2025. At the outset cost at 369 rands. Exorbitant cost 376, while low cost 316. They found the middle value of cost 356. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 351. Change for spring 49%. Iota estimate for April 2025. First and foremost cost at 351 rands. Exorbitant cost 351, while low cost 296. They found the middle value of cost 319. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 318. Change for April 4%. Iota cost expectation for May 2025. First and foremost cost at 318 rands. Exorbitant cost 318, while low cost 257. They found the middle value of cost 292. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 276. Change for May 2%. Iota conjecture for June 2025. At the outset cost at 276 rands. Excessive cost 322, while low cost 276. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 294. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 301. Change for June 1%. Iota cost expectation for July 2025. First and foremost cost at 301 rands. Exorbitant cost 303, while low cost 263. They found the middle value of cost 288. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 283. Change for July 6%. Iota estimate for August 2025. First and foremost cost at 283 rands. Exorbitant cost 283, while low cost 233. They found the middle value of cost 262. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 250. Change for August 7%. Iota cost expectation for September 2025. Before all else cost at 250 rands. Excessive cost 295, while low cost 250. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 268. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 276. Change for September 4%. Iota estimate for October 2025. First and foremost cost at 276 rands. Excessive cost 342, while low cost 276. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 304. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 320. Change for October 9%. Iota cost expectation for November 2025. Before all else cost at 310 rands. Excessive cost 348, while low cost 302. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 314. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 325. change for November 16%. Iota conjecture for December 2025. Before all else cost at 325 rands, excessive cost 353, while low cost 307. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 329. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 330, change for December 15%. Iota cost expectation for January 2026. At the outset cost at 330 rands, excessive cost 330, while low cost 279. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 310. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 3000, change for January 91%. Iota figure for February 2026. Initially cost at 3,000 rands, excessive cost 349, while low cost 3,000. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 319. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 326, change for February 87%. Iota cost expectation for walk 2026. Before all else cost at 326 rands, excessive cost 326, while low cost 276. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 306. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 297, change for spring 89%. Iota figure for April 2026. Before all else cost at 297 rands, excessive cost 369, while low cost 297. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 327. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 345, change for April 16.2%. Iota cost expectation for May 2026. Initially cost at 345 rands, excessive cost 376, while low cost 326. They found the middle value of cost 350. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 351, change for May 17%. Iota gauge for June 2026. In the first place cost at 351 rands, exorbitant cost 382, while low cost 332. They found the middle value of cost 356. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 357, change for June 17%. Iota cost expectation for July 2026. Before all else cost at 357 rands, excessive cost 388, while low cost 338. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 362. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 363, change for July 17%. Iota conjecture for August 2026. At the outset cost at 363 rands, excessive cost 394, while low cost 342. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 367. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 368, change for August 14%. Iota cost expectation for September 2026. At the outset cost at 368 rands, excessive cost 378, while low cost 3